Right. And we're live. We're live for Thursday night football, baby. Got an exciting game tonight. Answering your fantasy football questions, your starting sits, brother and sister. Yo, what up? What up? What it do, baby? You know, back at it with the golf. Gonna put it up here. Pretend to play for a moment. Then get too many questions where I gotta answer them. Oh. But hey, I'm still gonna pull this up. We got people coming in. Chat will be bussing soon. But we got a big night of football, so get your fantasy football questions in. Let's get it. A good matchup tonight. I'm excited for football tonight. I think it's going to be a really good game. I'm really excited. Yo, what up, MP? How's it going? How's it going, my dude? What should I do with AJ Brown? I mean, hold on to AJ Brown for now. Not much you can do with him. I would just hold on to him. JT, Swift, Keenan, Jacobs, CEH, choose one for RB and one for flex. I would go with, why is my game loading? There we go. I would go with Swift and Keenan Allen. RB is Swift, flex is Keenan Allen. What do you guys think? I make this putt? Think I make this putt? Henderson about to go off? Probably. I think so as well. You know me, if you watch my videos, you know I love Henderson. Big fan of Henderson. Oh, gosh, I think I hit it a little too hard. I hit it too hard. The line was good. I hit it out of its break. Yo, what's up, Tyler? Yo, what up? What's up, Ozai? McVay says they're going to try and get Woods more involved. Should I start him tonight? It depends on who you'd start him over. Cousins. For me, I would go with Cousins. Herbert or Burrow? Herbert. Hey, I traded McLaurin and D-Hop for Diggs and Jefferson. Did I win the trade? Yeah, I think so. I like Diggs and Jefferson's side. Collins is starting. Collins. Oh, Alex Collins. You're talking about Alex Collins. Yo, love to see you live again. I just made a trade. Who won? I traded Devontae Smith and Leonard Fournette and Sam Darnold. Wait, what? I traded Devontae Smith. Oh, and got Leonard Fournette and Sam Darnold. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a solid trade. Gibson or Swift this week? Swift. Becoming a Henderson guy. Oh, okay. MP's got to switch now because Antonio Gibson doesn't look too good. So MP's got to switch to Hendo guy. Hey, I feel ya. Oh, sneaks it in. Allen or Debo this week? Keenan Allen? I would go Keenan Allen. Collins or Hunt? Cook or Mixon and D-Hop? Cook for Mixon and D-Hop? Yeah, I would do that. Woods or Myers? Listen, I'm still going Robert Woods. It's really close, though. It's really close. Woods, Alex Collins, or Boyd? For that one, I would go Alex Collins. Really out, so I started Patterson. Absolutely start Patterson. 100% this week. Should I trade DK for DeAndre Hopkins and Kareem Hunt? It would mean I'd have to drop Hubbard. I mean, yeah, I guess I would probably do that trade. Henderson or Cook? I have Henderson higher this week. I'm a little worried for Dalvin Cook this week. A little bit worried. A tiny bit worried due to the injury. So a tiny bit worried. If McVay said they wanted Woods to be more involved, should Jay be worried about the targets for Cup? No, I wouldn't be worried about the Cups. About the Cups. I wouldn't be worried about Cup. No. And still the biggest Gibson guy. Hey. And Van Jefferson. No, I wouldn't be worried about Cup at all. Damon Williams or Jonathan Taylor this week? For me, Jonathan Taylor. To be honest, becoming a Memphis RB guy. I got Gibson, Henderson, Pollard on my team. Oh, there you go, MP. There you go. Really is out for me. Do I got Mike Williams, Brandon Cooks, or Jacoby Myers? Mike Williams. Pitt's defense or Minnesota's? Pitt's defense. I traded Sanders for Lamar. Ooh, that's a pretty good trade. Start Mike Davis this week or wait? No, I would start Mike Davis. Oh, well, I guess you won't have the. Ooh, that's tough. Ask me on Sunday. Shoot, you're not going to be able to. I'll be live on Saturday. Ask me that question on Saturday. What's going on with CMC? Does it look like he's going to play this week? I need to check this out. Does it look like it's hopeful? He's hopeful to play. Okay, so he's at least practicing limited. Oh my gosh. That is tough. I love Mike Davis. I do love Mike Davis. So that is really close, to be honest with you. I'm sure we'll have news come out. Usually it's like Adam Scheffler. I believe it's Adam Scheffler. It's either him or like what's his face? Ian Rappaport. It's always like Sunday night. They have like a breakdown of the injuries. So I would wait until then to make a decision. Sanders for Lamar is RB2. Oh, yeah. No, that's a really good trade. Wilson or Hurts, I would go with, who do I have higher? I think I have Wilson higher. Let me double check my quarterback ranking. Where's my QB rankings? I don't have them pulled up. I have Jalen Hurts one spot higher than Russell Wilson, so it's really close. CMC is playing this week. He practiced in full pads. Oh, okay. So he's playing. Fire him up. I had Ridley this week. Tyler Boyd. Who is it? Jamison Crowder to replace? Oh, okay. I would go with Tyler Boyd. No, I would actually go with Jamison Crowder this week, to be honest with you. So as long as T. Higgins plays, I would go with Jamison. T. Higgins is out again. I think T. Higgins is going to play, but I would go Jamison Crowder. So I traded Lockett, Michael Carter, and Schultz for Swift. Is that too much? No, I don't think so. I think that's fair. So does that mean I should start Cook and Henderson or keep Najee? So I have Dalvin Cook one spot ahead of Najee. I think I have Najee at. Let me double check. I think I have Najee at running back 11 this week. Yes, I have Najee at running back 11. Is Mike Williams a must start? I would still start him. I would still fire him up. Absolutely. Should I trade Cooper? Let me see here. Should I trade Cooper? What was that? Oh, for Allen Robinson? No, I wouldn't do that. Should I sell high on CEH and JT? Yes, I would absolutely sell high on those two guys. Thoughts on AJ Brown? I mean, if he plays, fire him up. And real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Smash that like button. And if you're not following, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're over on TikTok right now, we're live. Over on YouTube, all you got to do is click my profile. Click the link tree. The link tree will take you to the YouTube channel. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered over there. And if you're on YouTube, smash that like button, hit subscribe. Appreciate everyone. I'll be going live right before the game as well. Right before the game, I'll be going live. This is kind of like preliminary stuff here. Getting a little bit ready for tonight. Who you got winning tonight? I got the Rams. Just pick Patterson and Damian Williams. Is that good? Oh, you picked up Patterson? Patterson was still available? Absolutely. Mixing for Henderson? I want Henderson. Give me Henderson all day, baby. Do you think Chris Carson or Chris Carson or Corey Davis? I don't think Chris Carson has he officially been ruled out yet. I don't know if he's been ruled out. But I would go with Corey Davis. Should I give up Chubb, Mike Williams, and Waddle for Dalvin Cook or Derrick Henry? Chubb, Mike Williams, and Waddle? No, I wouldn't do that. I would keep those guys. Damian Williams or LaVisca as my flex. Give me my other flex is T. Higgins. Give me LaVisca Chenault. Let's see. I'm going to go down to the bottom. So if I didn't answer your question, please feel free to ask it again. I'm going to go rapid fire here. Gaskin or Go? Who's Go? Who's Go? Dak or Herbert? Dak. Emmanuel Sanders or AB? I have AB ranked higher. I have Tom Brady. I would go with AB. It's really close between those two. I love both of those guys. Should I trade Najee for Corey Davis and Michael Carter? Absolutely not. No way. Mark Andrews or Mike Gesicki? Mark Andrews. I think I have one spot higher. Let me double check. Where's Mike Gesicki? Yeah, I have Andrews higher. When you make some good trades and turn Tyree, Keenan Allen, Montgomery into DJ, Jefferson, CEH, and Waller and Keenan looking bad. Hey, sometimes trades don't work out in your favor. It's how it goes. I've made some bad trades this season, believe me. Woods, Sutton, Terry, Chenault, pick 3. Honestly, out of all of them, I would sit Chenault. Pittman or Pollard? Pittman. Should I put Emmanuel Sanders in for Robbie Anderson? Absolutely. Should I trade AB for Fournette? Absolutely. Do I start Alvin Kamara? Absolutely. Drop 2. Dalton, Schultz, Tyler Higbee, Darnell Mooney. Wait, drop 2? Okay, you got to drop 2 of these guys? Oh my gosh. Drop 2 of them? Okay, so I would drop... that's tough. I would drop one of the tight ends, whatever tight end you don't like the most, and then it would be between Darnell Mooney and Jamison Crowder. I'd probably drop Crowder. That's just me, but do you? Cousins or Lance? Cousins. Hunt, Damian Williams, or Jonathan Taylor? Hunt and Jonathan Taylor. Diggs or Jefferson? Diggs. Should I start AB or Fournette? Fournette for me. Edmonds, Alex Collins, Damian Williams, start 2. Edmonds and Alex Collins. Boyd, Allen Robinson, Boyd, Allen Robinson, or Boyd? There's two Boyds there. Gaskin is on my waivers, worth a pickup. It depends on who you'd be dropping, but I definitely think he's worth picking up. I got that one. Beasley, Crowder, or Renfro at flex. I would go with out of all those guys, give me Hunter Renfro. Tim Patrick, Samuel, or Raymond. I would go with out of all those guys, Samuel. Man, there's a lot of questions firing in. Cousins or Lance? Cousins or Lance? I already said Cousins. Please do not spam chat. Cousins. Okay, start Tyler Boyd, Allen Robinson, or Waddle. For me, Allen Robinson still. Edmonds, Alex Collins, Damian Williams. Edmonds and Alex Collins. Should I start Collins or Davis? Davis. Zach Moss or Damian Williams? I would go Zach Moss, personally. McLaurin or Lockett? McLaurin or Lockett? Who do I have higher? I want to say... That's really close. I probably have Terry McLaurin. Yeah, Terry McLaurin higher. He's higher for me this week. Claypool or Davis. I would go with Davis. Start 2. JT, Damian Williams, Robert Woods. JT and Damian Williams. Gibson or Gaskin. Gibson. James Robinson or Cordell Patterson. Ooh, that's tough. I will go with James Robinson, but I do love Cordell this week. I love James Robinson, though. Zach Moss or Damian Williams. I would go Zach Moss, personally. Should I put T. Higgins in for Emmanuel Sanders or Keenan Allen? For Emmanuel Sanders, I would. Not for Keenan Allen. Deontay Johnson, Amari Cooper, Robert Woods. For me, Deontay Johnson, Amari Cooper in that order, and then Robert Woods. Start or sit Mike Williams or Marvin Jones. Mike Williams for me. Start. If you had to pick one between the two. Play Buffalo this week? Absolutely play Buffalo. No, I'm just kidding. Don't play Buffalo. Don't play them. Don't play them. And if you're over on TikTok right now, if you click my profile, it'll take you to the link tree. The link tree will take you to my YouTube channel. Over on YouTube, it's not as busy. Get your questions answered over there. Also, if you're over on YouTube right now, smash that like button. Hit subscribe. If you're over on TikTok, hit the follow. Appreciate it. Get notified when I go live. I go live a lot. Answer a bunch of questions, as many questions as I can answer. Also, if I'm not answering your questions over on YouTube, Super Chat is available. I'll answer Super Chat right away. Also, you can click join. It's down in the description. There's a little join button. Become a member of the Aspire Sports team. There's different tiers that you can sign up for. You get different rewards. But one thing, you get a little emblem or a little badge, and then also your name is a different color. I go to you. You have priority chat. So let's get back to it. Start rapid firing these off. Should I start AJ Green? Depends on your options. Damian Williams or Alex Collins? Alex Collins, as long as Chris Carson's out. If he's officially out already. Patterson or Thielen? Thielen. Damian Williams or Clyde Edwards-Helaire? Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Jalen Hurts or Justin Herbert? Jalen Hurts. Should I start Hurts or Wilson? Hurts is one spot higher for the Wilson for me. Marvin Jones or Robert Woods? Marvin Jones. Jamar Chase, Hunt, or Devontae at flex? I would go Hunt there. Woods, OBJ, or Elijah Mitchell, OBJ. Jonathan Taylor, OB, or AB. Jonathan Taylor. Gibson or Damian Williams? Gibson. Damian Williams or Clyde Edwards-Helaire, CEH. Woods or Raymond? Woods. Deontay Johnson, Amari Cooper, or Robert Woods? I would go with Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson, Robert Woods in that order. Marvin Jones or Robert Woods? Marvin Jones. How do you feel about Alex Collins tonight? I like Alex Collins. Swift, Robinson, or Cooper? I would go with, well, is it only one? Oh, Swift. I would go with Swift. Corey Davis or Antonio Brown? Corey Davis. Mark Andrews or Dalton Schultz? Mark Andrews. Woods or Raymond? Woods. Emmanuel Sanders, Deontay Johnson, Woods, or Chuba? Out of all of them, Deontay Johnson. Corey Davis or Devontae Smith? Corey Davis. Woods or Raymond? Woods or Raymond? I already answered this question a bunch of times. Woods. Hey, we got Brady coming in with the super chat, $5 donation. I have Eckler, Gibson, Saquon. Do I start all 3, 1 at flex, or Godwin at flex? So I would start Eckler and Saquon, and then put Godwin at flex over Gibson personally. That's what I would do. And appreciate the $5 donation. Hey, once again, super chats are available to get your question answered 100%. There's a lot of questions. I'm trying my best to answer every single one of everybody's questions. Judy worth it? I would pick up Judy. Gesicki or Knox? For me, Gesicki. You think Gibson will do good against the Saints? Not really, to be honest with you. He's going to have to score a touchdown, or else I don't really see him having that good of a week. Michael Carter or Robbie Anderson? Michael Carter. Perry or DK for rest of the season? DK for me. Damian Harris or Julio? Damian Harris. Start 2. Swift, Gibson, Lockett. Swift and Lockett. Deontay Johnson or Miles Sanders, non-PPR. Deontay Johnson still. Do I drop Trey Sermon? No, don't drop him yet. Don't drop him yet. Swift, Gibson, Lockett. I already got that one. Darnold or Wilson? Wilson. Brady, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Gesicki or Knox? Gesicki. Henderson or Keenan Allen? Henderson. Let's see. Start 2. Swift, Gibson, Lockett. Swift and Lockett. Swift and Lockett. Allen Robinson or Devontae Smith. Can't believe I'm asking this. Honestly, Devontae Smith. Fire him up this week. I don't trust CMC to stay healthy. Who should I try to get it for him? I mean, if he plays this week, sell high, but like you're getting a lot for him. Don't undersell him. Tough one. Pick 2. Damian Harris, T. Higgins, Mike Williams, Swift. I would go with Mike Williams and Swift. Amari Cooper or Patterson? Amari Cooper. Zeke, Barkley, or CMC. Also happy to see you're growing so much so quickly. Hey, appreciate you, Hudson. So I would go with, as long as CMC's playing, CMC and Zeke. Otherwise, if CMC's not, then the easy decision, Zeke and Barkley. Unless you can only have one. I mean, if CMC plays him, and then it would go, so I would rank it CMC if he plays, Zeke, Barkley. Darnold or Rodgers. Start Damian Harris, T. Higgins, Mike Williams. For me, out of all of them, Mike Williams. A $2 donation from Matt. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you. Was offered Kareem and Mike Williams for Dalvin. I want to say I would accept that for Dalvin. Right now, with him a little bit banged up, I'm a little iffy. So here's what I would do. Here's my explanation. If you need to win this week, if you're in a situation where you need to win this week, I would not do the trade. I would keep Kareem Hunt and Mike Williams. But if you're in a situation where you can let Dalvin, like maybe he doesn't have that good of a week because he doesn't play a whole lot this week, and you can afford to keep him on your bench for a little bit, or, you can play him this week, but just later in the season is when it'll be better, then I would do that trade if you're in a good spot now. But if you need to win this weekend, Kareem Hunt and Mike Williams for me. Gotcha, bro. Thanks. You're welcome. Lance or Tannehill? Lance. DK, A-Rod, Mike Williams. Pick 1. DK. Let's see. We got Damian Harris or Jamal Williams. Damian Harris. Michael Carter or Claypool. How do you feel about Kadarius Toney? Kadarius Toney. How do you say his name? Kadarius? Is that how you say his first name? I always forget. Toney. I don't really like him a whole lot, to be honest with you. Once these other wide receivers get healthy, I don't really like him a whole lot. Michael Carter or Claypool? Michael Carter. I love Michael Carter this week. Give me Michael Carter. Should I start AJ Green at flex instead of Mooney and Higbee? I would start him at flex. Absolutely, yes. Odell, Randall Cobb, Odell. Edmonds or Moss? If it's PPR, give me Edmonds. If it's standard scoring, Zach Moss. Schultz or Kittle? Kittle. Deontay Johnson, Amari Cooper, Robert Woods. I missed it. Deontay Johnson. Or no, I have Amari Cooper. Cordell Patterson and Saquon for CMC? Yeah, I would do that. For CMC, yes, I would do that. Pick 1. DK, A-Rod, Mike Williams, DK. And if you're over on TikTok, and if you haven't already on YouTube as well, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. All you got to do is click my profile. It'll take you to the link tree. The link tree will then take you over to my YouTube channel where it's not as busy. I'm able to answer your questions over there. So come on over. Also, and if I'm not answering your questions, because there's a decent amount of questions, Super Chat's available. You can also become a member. It's down below. There's a join button. Click to be a member. You get priority chat. It's a monthly thing. It's like $3. There's different tiers that you can unlock. There's different things. You get a little emblem. Your name's a different color. You get priority chat. You can get rankings. different kind of stuff, different tiers. All right, so let's get back to it. Thoughts on Damian Williams? He's like a top 25 play. He's not inside the top 20 for me this week. Sit Dalvin this week? I wouldn't sit Dalvin unless you have a really good option. I would still start Dalvin. Heineke or Fields? Sorry, my app crashed. Heineke or Fields? I have Fields higher. Give me Fields. Emmons or Zach Moss? If it's PPR, Emmons, Zach Moss if it's standard. Zach Moss or CEH? I'm still going to go with CEH. It's pretty close, though. That one's really close. Brandon Cooks or A.J. Brown? Brandon Cooks for me. Godwin or Mike Evans? I have both rostered. I would go with Godwin's higher. And we got Xavier with the $2 donation. Thank you. Appreciate it. We got Damian, LaVisca, Claypool, AB, A.J. Brown, Samuel, one wide receiver flex. So I would go with Damian and LaVisca this week. Those two guys, Damian and LaVisca. Let's see. We got drop Claypool for Crowder. No, I wouldn't do that. I would keep Claypool. Herbie or Burrow this week, I would go with, I have Herbert ranked higher. Emmons or Lockett, I would go with Tyler Lockett. Lamar or Stafford, I have Stafford as quarterback 7 this week. So, no. Wait. Lamar or Stafford, I got to double check that. Lamar, he's quarterback 5 for me this week. Mike Williams for Zeke, if I'm getting Zeke, yes, I would do that. Shenault or T. Higgins, for me, I have Higgins higher. Mike Davis or Patterson, right now, okay, I had Mike Davis higher. Now I'm going to go Patterson with the recent news that you have, what's his face out. With Ridley out, I'm going, honestly, Cordell Patterson this week. Pittman, Mooney, or Boyd, pick 2. Pittman and Boyd for me. Brandon Bolden, Alex Collins, or Miles Sanders. Let me double check. Where do I have Miles Sanders? I believe I would still go Miles Sanders. No, I actually have Alex Collins higher. Give me Alex Collins this week. Boyd and Ayuk for Lamb. Yes, I would do that trade. Deontay, Mike Will, or Patterson. Pick 2. So I would go with Deontay and Mike Williams. I would still go those 2. All right, so another one. DK, McLaurin, Debo start 2. So I would go with DK and McLaurin. Robert Woods or Henry Ruggs. I would still go with Robert Woods there. Trey Lance or Russ this week. Russ. Brady or Cousins. A.J. Brown or Jamar Chase. For me, I'm going with Jamar Chase. I have Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, Terry. That's so many. Can I trade Scary Terry and Tyson Williams for Cordell Patterson and Damian? I wouldn't do that trade. I wouldn't do that personally, no. Lockett versus Rams or Swift. I would go with Swift. Miles Sanders, James Conner, or Jamison Crowder. Miles Sanders for me. Saquon or James Robinson for the future. For the future, Saquon. Brandon Cooks or Patterson? Patterson, honestly. Alex Collins or Gibson? I still have Gibson just a couple spots higher. Aaron or Cousins? Cousins. Patterson or Cook? I'm still going with Cook there. Chase, Evans, Lockett, which 2? So I'm going to go with Lockett, and I'm going to go with, I got to check my wide receiver rankings. Lockett and Evans, Mike Evans. And we got a $5 donation. We got it from Drew. Thank you, Drew. We got a question. So I have Crowder, Kirk, Ayuk, Raymond, Pascal, McKissick. I need one wide receiver. Okay, you need your first and second wide receiver in flex. Mixon and Ridley are out trying to all right, I'm not trying to shave my head. Okay. So what I would do is I would go with Crowder, Kirk, and then McKissick in the flex. That's what I would do. So Crowder, Kirk, McKissick in the flex. And appreciate the $5 donation. Thank you. And once again, super chats are available. If I'm not answering your questions, I'm trying as hard as possible to answer your questions. All right, Miles Sanders or Damian Williams? Miles Sanders for me. Emmons or Sanders? Emmons. Moss and Knox for Kelsey? Absolutely, I would do that if I'm getting Kelsey. And we got a $2 donation from Rocks. Need 2 and appreciate you. Appreciate the $2 donation. Need 2. We got McLaurin, Woods, Emmanuel Sanders, or LaVisca. So I'm going with McLaurin and LaVisca, baby. Start your wide receivers versus the Tennessee defense. So McLaurin and LaVisca. And if you haven't already, make sure you do me a big favor. Smash that like button. And if you're over on TikTok, come over to YouTube. We're live over on YouTube. All you got to do is click my profile, click the link tree. The link tree will take you over to the YouTube channel. where you have a better chance of getting your questions answered right now. So I'm going to be going live for a little bit longer. Then I'll be live tonight. I will be live tonight, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, follow, get notified when I go live tonight. All right, let's get to it. Do you think CMC plays? I do think CMC plays this week. Hurts or Cousins? Hurts. Let's see. Noah Fant or Kyle Pitts? Kyle Pitts. Damian Williams or Beasley at flex? Damian Williams for me. Hubbard, Pollard, or Gainwell? Chuba Hubbard. Let's go Debo, Evans, or Jacoby. I would go with Debo. Let me double check this. Where do I have Debo? Debo. I would go with Debo. Is Judy and Marvin Jones for CD a good trade? Absolutely, yes. If I'm getting CD, do I trade Dalvin and Crowder for Hill, Damian Harris, and other? Yes, I would do that trade. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, D-Hop, Thielen. So I would go with Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, and then I would go with D-Hop. Chris Carson is questionable tonight. Should I start? I mean, if he's out, then no. Like, I probably wouldn't play him tonight, honestly. If you have a better option, I would go with the better option. If he does play. Debo, Evans, or Jacoby? Debo. Start 2 this week. Corey Davis, Waddle, Woods, or Renfro. So Corey Davis for me, and I do have Robert Woods. I would go with Corey Davis, Robert Woods. Damian Williams or Jacoby Myers at flex. For me, I have Damian Williams higher. Heineke or Tannehill. I would go with Tanny. let me double check my quarterback ranking. Okay. Yes, I would go with Tannehill. It's one spot higher than Taylor Heineke. Chase Edmonds or Damian Williams? Chase Edmonds. Gibson or Cordell? I would go with Cordell. Honestly, Cordell. Subscribe and smash that like button. Yeah, appreciate if you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Gibson or Cordell Patterson? Gibson. Or I would go with Cordell, I said. I offered D-Hop, Carson, and Devontae for Tyreek Hill, and he said no. That's a crazy trade. Debo or AJ Brown? Debo. Give me Debo. Zeke for Mike Williams and Gibson? I'd rather have Zeke personally. Gibson or Cordell? Darnold or Herbert? Herbert. Is Ezekiel Elliott for Debo and Robinson a good trade? If I'm getting Debo and Robinson, I would want that side. If it's James Robinson. Debo or AJ Brown? Debo. Mahomes or Hurts? Mahomes. Trade Aaron Jones and Cooper for Ridley and Henderson? No, I'd rather have Aaron Jones side personally. Hollywood or Marvin Jones? I believe I have Hollywood ranked higher. Let me double check that for you. Hollywood. Yeah, I have Hollywood ranked higher. So Hollywood. Woods or Devontae Smith? I want to say I have Devontae Smith higher. Yes, I have Devontae Smith. Get rid of Sutton or Claypool. Like, if you have to drop one of them? If I had to drop one of them, I don't want to drop either one, but I guess I would drop Claypool. Start 1, Julio, Mike Williams, or Marvin Jones. Mike Williams for me. Dawson Knox, Hawkinson, or Higbee at tight end. For me, I would go with Hawkinson still. Prescott or Wilson? Prescott. Zeke for Chubb and James Robinson? Yeah, I would do that trade. Amari or Hollywood Brown for this week and for the rest of the year. For this week and for the rest of the year, Amari Cooper for me. Hollywood or Marvin Jones. For me, I would go with Marvin Jones, or I would go with Hollywood. I have Hollywood higher. Pick 2, Zach Moss, CEH, Chase Edmonds. For me, I would go with pick 2. I would go, let me double check my running back rankings here. So I have CH and who is the other one? CH, Zach Moss, and Chase Edmonds. CH and Chase Edmonds for me. Zach Moss is close to CH though. Trade Keenan for Brandon Cooks and Antonio Gibson. Yeah, I would do that trade. Do I get boned trading Edmonds for Mark Andrews and Michael Carter? I would keep Edmonds unless you're like absolutely desperate for a tight end, but I would personally keep Edmonds. Cooks or Latavius Murray at flex? For me, I would go with Cooks. Godwin or Lockett at flex? Let me see. I want to say I have Lockett higher, but it might be close. Lockett or yeah, I would go with Tyler Lockett. And Optimize with the $10 donation. Look at Optimize coming in. Hey, appreciate you, Optimize. And if you haven't, go check out his YouTube channel. I was 0-3. I traded away Dak, Aaron Jones, and Hunter Renfrow for Saquon, Josh Allen, and Jalen Waddle. Did I win that trade? I also got Zach Moss off of waivers, Waddle or Tyler Lockett or Tyler Boyd in my flex. So you traded Dak, Aaron Jones, and Hunter Renfrow, and you got Saquon, Josh Allen, and Jalen Waddle. I would say I honestly think that's a pretty solid trade, to be honest with you. I would say it's honestly pretty even, but I would say you win that trade. I would say that, yeah. And who I would put in the, I would personally, let me double check who I have. I think I have Zach Waddle though. Let me see. Where do I have Tyler Boyd at? Tyler Boyd. Yes, I would go with Zach Waddle. Or Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle. Jeez. Zach Waddle. Or wait. Oh, okay. That's Zach Moss. Oh, okay. So Optimize. I would go with Zach Moss. Zach Moss at the flex. So Zach Moss at flex. I thought it was Waddle and Tyler Boyd. So Zach Moss. And appreciate you, Optimize. Appreciate the $10 donation. Shout out to Optimize for the donation. And also go check out his YouTube channel. Start one. Allen Robinson or Swift. I would go with Swift. Or A.J. Brown. I would start Swift. I'd probably want Saquon. Yes. The Saquon side I would want. It is pretty close, though. I think that's a really solid trade, to be honest with you. Allen Robinson or Devontae Smith. I still have Allen Robinson. But it's really close between him and Devontae Smith. It's very, very close. Thoughts on Julio moving forward? I would try to trade Julio personally. Choose two. Devontae Smith, Swift, AB, Laviska, Shenault. So I would go with Swift. And I think it's really close between Laviska and AB, honestly. I think it's really close. Where do I have Laviska? So I do have I have Laviska. No, I have AB. Okay, I just checked this. So I have AB just a couple spots ahead of Laviska. But I do love Laviska this week a lot. And I might move him ahead. But then I have Marvin Jones sitting right there. And it's like, gosh, 2 Tennessee wide receivers. Do I really feel that great about it? Like, I do think that this upcoming week, this offense is going to look good. Or not look good, but it's going to be, this wide receivers are going to be good. Start Stafford or Wilson. Stafford is higher for me. Allen Robinson or Devontae Smith. I still have Allen Robinson a couple spots higher than Devontae Smith. I'm not ready to move on from Allen Robinson yet. I cannot move on from him yet. I still have him a couple spots higher. With no David Montgomery, this team is probably going to have to pass the ball a little bit more. They're also not favorites, so they're underdogs. Schultz or Gesicki at tight end this week. I have Gesicki higher. Aaron Jones, Zach Moss for Chubb. J-Rob. Yeah, I would do that trade. For James Robinson, I would do that trade. Allen Robinson, Julio Jones, Emmanuel Sanders, and Claypool. Pick 2. Allen Robinson, Emmanuel Sanders for me. Herbert or Hurts? I have... I got to check that real quick. Herbert or Hurts? Herbert or Hurts? I have Jalen Hurts higher. Damian Williams or Fournette? Fournette for me. Which player would you try to replace Ridley for? Robinson, Javonte, Gainwell, Mitchell, Mooney, Shepard. So if Chris Carson is officially out, give me Alex Collins. Shenault or Woods? I have Shenault higher. Jones Jr., Cooks, or Claypool? I have Jones Jr. higher. Woods, Chuba Hubbard, Emmanuel Sanders, or Deontay Johnson? Deontay Johnson's the highest for me. Pitts or Knox? Pitts. Patterson or Damian Williams? Patterson. Aaron Jones, Moss for, yes, I would do that trade. Corey Davis, Courtland Sutton, or Devontae Parker? For me, out of all of them, Corey Davis. Thoughts on Sterling Shepard? I like Sterling Shepard as long as he's healthy. Fire him up. I mean, it depends on who else you're starting him, or if you're just asking, like, should I pick him up or something like that. Start James Conner or Jamison Crowder. If it's PPR, give me Jamison Crowder. For standard scoring, I would go with James Conner. I was offered Clyde and Marvin Jones for Cooks, Kenny G, and Michael Carter. Do it or not? For Cooks, Kenny G, I wouldn't do it, personally. Trade Henry for J-Rob and Devontae Adams. Yeah, I would do that trade. If I'm getting J-Rob and Devontae Adams, absolutely. Tyler Higbee or Dawson Knox. I do have Tyler Higbee higher. Michael Ryan with the full point PPR. Sutton. let's see. We got Sutton, Higgins, Elijah Mitchell. I would go out of all of them, Michael Ryan, I would go with Higgins. And if you noticed, I jumped to Michael Ryan first because he has the little name tag. Also, he has a little emblem next to his name, little icon. He's part of the community right now. I mean, everybody's part of the community, but he signed up. He joined the actual community. It's down below the video. There's a little join button. If you appreciate what I do and you want your questions answered, prioritized, that's the best way to do it. That or Super Chat is the best way to get your questions answered as soon as possible. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Smash that like button if you haven't already. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. All you got to do is click my profile, go to the link tree. The link tree will take you over to the YouTube. It's not as busy. You have a better chance of getting your questions answered. So let's get back to it. Start Hurts or Lamar? Lamar. Damian Williams or Gibson? I would go with Gibson there. Tyler Higbee or Dawson Knox? I have Tyler Higbee higher. Kyle Pitts or Dawson Knox? Kyle Pitts. Pick one. Start Marvin Jones, Julio, or AB? Marvin Jones. Jones Jr. or CD? CD. I won this league. I was winless in after the trade, but I benched Cordell in my undefeated league and lost. Oh, this week don't bench him. But I mean, it was the right move. I mean, Cordell can't keep doing what he's going to do, except this week he will. And watch, this week he'll bust. Start two. Emmanuel Sanders, Waddle, OBJ, Corey Davis. Also, do I drop Sermon for... No, I wouldn't drop Sermon. I wouldn't do that. So I would go with Corey Davis, and I got to double check my wide receivers. So Corey Davis, I know for a fact, and then it's probably OBJ. OBJ's one spot ahead of Emmanuel Sanders. He's one spot ahead of him. Mahomes or Danny Dimes this week? I would go with Mahomes. Still going Mahomes. Is Dalvin Cook a start this week? He's a top 10 play for me. Should I play CMC as long as he's playing? Fire him up. With the news about Carson being out, so is Carson officially ruled out? Has he officially been ruled out now? Can somebody let me know? Okay, so if he's officially out, so what was the question? With the news, Collins or Jacobs? So I would go with Jacobs there. I was offered Miles Sanders for Leonard Fournette. Should I do it? I'd probably keep Miles Sanders. That's really close, though. Hunt or Fournette? Hunt is higher for me. Saquon or Chris Carson this week? Saquon. Hunt or Fournette? Hunt. Yes. So he's officially ruled out of this game? Okay. So he's officially out. Who won this trade? CMC for Zeke and Herbert. CMC for Zeke and Herbert. I mean, I would say CMC. I'd rather have CMC personally. JT and Saquon for Damian Harris, Zeke, and Mooney or Sermon / Mooney. Yeah, I would do that. Or wait. That's close. I probably would keep the JT and Saquon side, but it is close. Damian Williams or J-Rob? J-Rob for me. Would you trade for James Robinson? Yeah, I would still go after James Robinson if somebody's not valuing him high enough. James Robinson, Deontay Johnson, James Robinson, Saquon or Chris Carson this week? Saquon. Do you think that Alex Collins will do good? I think Alex Collins is okay. I still don't think he's going to see receiving work. I think it's going to be Travis Homer, who's going to kind of be this pass catching back for this offense. So I think that Alex Collins will be all right, though. Fournette or Josh Jacobs? Fournette. Claypool or Cooks? Cooks. Denver's defense or Dallas defense? Denver's defense. Damian Williams or J-Rob? J-Rob. Tannehill or Jones? Is that Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones. Trying to use Henry in a trade. Who should I target? I mean, it's really hard for me to say, but if you're trading Derrick Henry, you better be getting like a top tier running back, like a top 12 running back, and then like a top 12 wide receiver, or like a top 15, I guess. Start Jones Jr. or Keenan Allen? Keenan Allen. Collins or Gibson? Gibson is still higher for me. I was offered Cooper Kupp and Chris Carson for CD and Najee Harris. If I'm getting CD and Najee Harris, absolutely. Collins or Cooper? Cooper. MP. The only tight end I have is Kittle. Should I try to add another one like Gesicki? Yeah, I would pick up Gesicki, absolutely. Deontay and Laviska for Eckler? Absolutely. Sutton, if Teddy plays, Brandon Cooks, or Michael Pittman. So I would honestly go out of all those guys. I have to look here, but I think I have Brandon Cooks the highest. No, actually, I think I have Sutton the highest. Let me double check. Where's my wide receiver ranking? Yes, I have Cortland Sutton the highest. It goes Cortland Sutton, Brandon Cooks, Michael Pittman. Would you try to trade Sermon or hold on to him? I would try to trade him, see if anybody will take him. I don't know if anybody would take him, though. Pick 3, Keenan Allen, Mike Will, Chris Godwin, and Cordell Patterson. So, that is tough. I'm going to go with Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and I have Chris Godwin ranked higher by a little bit. But man, oh man, does it hurt sitting Cordell Patterson. The only tight end I already got that one. DK start tonight? Yes, start him. Emmanuel Sanders or Fournette at flex. Fournette for me. Trade Waller for Schultz and Eckler? Yeah, I would do that trade, absolutely. Collins or Gibson? Gibson. Who of the 3 do I put? Kamara, Henderson, Harris, Moss. Kamara, Henderson, Harris. Should I trade Gibson and Jamar and Andrews for Kelsey and Chubb? Yeah, I would do that trade. Renfrew or Woods, full PPR. I would still go with Woods. Damian Williams or Josh Jacobs? Josh Jacobs. Collins, a good flex? Yeah, he's a solid flex. Yes. Are you sure about Collins over Cooper? Since Cooper been inconsistent and Collins be the guy. Hey, didn't you ask me this last week? MP, something like this? Maybe not. You asked me about Cooper. Cooper had an okay game. He had like a touchdown. I would still go with Cooper personally. I was offered Allen Robinson for Boyd. Should I do it? I would keep Allen Robinson personally. What's your thoughts on Michael Thomas return? I mean, he'll be okay, but I think like the week prior to him actually returning is going to be a great opportunity to sell high. Would you trade Swift plus Corey Davis for Zeke? Yeah, I would take Zeke. Damian Williams or Josh Jacobs? Josh Jacobs. Van Jefferson or Brandon Ayuk? Van Jefferson. Chubb or Patterson? Chubb. Baltimore's defense or New England? New England. New England defense won this week. Marvin Jones or Jamison Crowder? Marvin Jones. Andrews or Gesicki? Andrews. Can I trust A-Rob this week? I can start OBJ over him. I do have A-Rob ranked a little bit higher than OBJ. It's very close. I'm starting to move. 2 guys I moved down my rankings a little bit. A-Rob moved him down. Robert Woods moved him down a little bit. Hollywood Brown or Sutton? Hollywood Brown. Would you trade Swift? I already got that one. Trade Hunt for Montgomery. I would rather have Hunt personally. Chubb or Patterson? Chubb. Baltimore or New England's defense? New England's defense. Would you trade? No, I already got that one. Hollywood Brown or Sutton? Hollywood. Damian Harris or Alex Collins? Or Brandon Cooks? Damian Harris over all of them. Hill and Patterson for Aaron Jones and Diggs? Absolutely, Aaron Jones and Diggs side. Rodgers or Hurts this week? Hurts. Hill and Patterson, I already got that one. Stafford this week? Absolutely, fire him up. Would you trade Hunt for Montgomery? I would rather have Hunt. A-Rob or Pittman if Hurts to keep starting. I still have A-Rob a little bit higher, but Pittman is really close. I know it hurts to keep starting A-Rob, but I've moved him down my rankings, but I haven't moved him down far enough, but I'm still going to go with him this week. Is Eckler and A-Rob for Cordell Patterson and Cooper Kupp a good trade? I'd rather have Eckler side, 100%. Rodgers or Stafford this week? Stafford. Thank you all for the help. You're the go. Hey, you're the go, John. Appreciate you tuning in. Alex Collins or CEH? CEH, but it's really close between those two. Jacoby Myers or Sterling Shepard? I have Jacoby Myers higher. I don't know how to say this without being mean, but I hope McKissick... I feel you, MP. I want to see Antonio Gibson here. Mahomes or Mike Lennon? I think you're going to trade him for Justin Tucker. You know what I'm saying to that? Optimize. I'm going to say you should go out and target. Trade Patrick Mahomes for Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger, he's a beast. Chris Carson out. Do I start AB or Alex Collins? Alex, I would go with okay, if it's full point PPR, give me AB. If it's like PPR half point standard scoring, give me Alex Collins. Should I trade high on Hollywood? Do you think he's going to keep up the numbers? I would try to sell high, absolutely, especially with Rashad Bateman coming back. Najee Harris or Gibson this week? Najee Harris or Robinson. I'm sorry, that's Najee Harris or Robinson. Najee Harris. Keep Kenyon Drake or trade now that Jacobs is back. I mean, if you can trade Drake, I would, but I don't think you can. Cordell or Pittman? Cordell for me. Juju, Devontae Smith, Tim Patrick, Beasley, Waddle, pick 3. So Devontae Smith, Beasley, and I got to check my rankings here real quick. Devontae Smith, Beasley, and I want to say Jalen Waddle. Yes, Jalen Waddle for me. Jalen Waddle. Are you going to hit the ball? Never. I never hit the ball. I just stand there. Michael Carter or Alex Collins? Alex Collins, Elijah Mitchell, or Ayuk? If Elijah Mitchell's playing this week, I'm going with Elijah Mitchell. Deontay Johnson, did he practice in full? I know that he was limited yesterday, right? Deontay Johnson or Tyler Lockett? Tyler Lockett. Robert Woods, Elijah, or Emmanuel Sanders? Julio or Lockett? Pick 3. So D-Hop, Emmanuel Sanders, and Tyler Lockett, baby. I benched Cordell Patterson for OBJ last week and lost basically by that many points in my undefeated league. That's rough, Optimize. I probably told you to sit him. I was not very high on Cordell Patterson last week. Hey, he had 11 touches. 3 of them went for touchdowns. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Stafford or Rodgers whole season PPR. Stafford or Rodgers. I would honestly Stafford. Pittman or Cordell? Cordell Stewart. Hey, only real Steelers fans will get that. Trey Lance or Russell Wilson? Russell Wilson. I just traded Najee, Mixon, and OBJ for CMC. Did I win this trade? I'd rather have Najee and Mixon side personally. That's a lot. I guess if you're like stacked at running back and you're just looking to upgrade, I guess so. Cordell or no, Carolina Cardinals or Panthers defense this week. Let me double check. I think I have. Okay, I have the Cardinals one spot higher than the Panthers defense this week. Think CMC should play this week. Don't want him to get re-injured. I honestly think he should. I mean, I'm no medical professional, but I think he should be out for one more week. But I think he's probably going to play. Zach Moss or Samaje Perine? Zach Moss for me. I ironically missed your Q&A last week. Must be why. Hey, no, if you would have came by last week, I probably would have told you to sit Cordell Patterson. So, after watching Cordell last week, I was left confused with the Washington football coaching staff and why they don't use Gibson. Hey, the staff makes no sense in my opinion as well, MP. I mean, why not give a guy who is a 6 foot something, 230-pound guy who runs a 4.4 a low or 4.3 40? Like, why not use him more? It would make sense, you'd think, but hey, I think a lot of the time what happens, coaches get it in their own way, and it's really stupid. Tom Brady or Matthew Stafford? I think I have Tom Brady high. Probably really close. I have Tom Brady one spot higher than Matthew Stafford this week. Renfrow or Damian Williams? Damian Williams for me. Start Patterson or Robinson? If it's Allen Robinson, give me Cordell Patterson. If it's James Robinson, James Robinson. Patterson and Mike Evans for Dalvin Cook and Emmanuel Sanders. I just need a running back for the... I mean, if you're getting Dalvin Cook, absolutely. Josh Jacobs or Cole Beasley? Josh Jacobs for me. Josh Jacobs. Is Tyler Higbee a good option this week? Yes. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Smash that like button for me. And if you aren't already, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate you subscribing. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. Click the link tree in the description. It'll take you over to my YouTube channel. It's not as busy. Be able to answer your questions over there. So click the profile. I'll take you to the link tree. In the link or in the description, you'll see the link tree. The link tree will take you to the YouTube. Let's get it. Najee for Robinson, Evans, and Jacoby. Which side would you prefer? Is that Allen Robinson or James Robinson? Michael. Patterson or Damian Williams? Patterson for me. Goddard or Knox? Let me see my tight end rankings. That one's probably really close. I have Goddard a little bit higher than I have Goddard 2 spots higher than Dalton or Dawson Knox. Are you starting Keenan Allen or Jamar Chase? Keenan Allen, just out of curiosity. Josh Allen or Trey Lance? I'm still firing up Josh Allen. I love Trey Lance. Don't get me wrong, but Josh Allen. Gesicki or Kittle this week? Kittle. Deontay Johnson or Kenny Golladay? Deontay Johnson. Gibson or CMC this week? As long as CMC plays, fire him up. James Robinson, CD, Robert Woods, pick 2. James Robinson and CD. D-Hop, Woods, Emmanuel Sanders, Julio, or Lockett. Pick 3, my bad. I only heard D-Hop, Sanders. The other one, so I would go with D-Hop, Sanders, and Lockett, Cam. D-Hop, Sanders, Lockett. Chase or Gibson or Cobb? Chase. Start Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Marvin Jones on the flex, PPR. I would, that's pretty tough. I would probably lean CH, but that is really close. I think I have those guys. Let me see where I have Marvin Jones. Yes, so it's really close. He's only a couple spots higher. Mike Evans or Mike Williams? Mike Williams. Chase or Gibson or Cobb? Chase. Mike Williams or Mike Evans? Mike Williams. Gesicki or Kittle? Kittle. Chase or Gibson? No, I already got these ones. Mike Evans? No, I got these ones. Knox or Schultz? I have Schultz one spot higher. Pittman or Myers? Pittman. Should I do Keenan Allen and Parker for CD and Anderson? I would want the CD side, yeah. I don't really care about the other two. I mean, Parker's been decent, though, this season. But I'd want CD. Start Woods or Renfro or Sanders? Sanders. Sam Darnold or Ryan Tannehill moving forward? I guess I would go with Sam. I don't want to say it. I guess I'm going to go with Sam Darnold, though. Keep going with him. If I was coach, I would, here are the things I would give Gibson to do every week. 3-4 screen passes, so he's good in the open field. Inside zones runs, wide receiver routes in the slot, wheel routes from the backfield. Hey, I feel you, MP. Why don't you coach him? Because I have him on one of my big leagues, so I would love for him to do better. Jamar Chase or Alex Collins? Jamar Chase. Elijah Mitchell or Curtis Samuel? Elijah Mitchell. Sam Darnold or Ryan Tannehill? I got that one. Jamal Williams or Jacoby Myers? Jacoby Myers. Emmanuel Sanders or Mike Williams? Mike Williams. I traded Lockett, let me see here. C-Mac or J-Rob? As long as Christian McCaffrey's playing, I'm playing him. Kittle, Fant, Schultz. Kittle's the highest. Fant or Gesicki? Gesicki. Hawkinson, Marquise Brown, Crowder, or Aaron Jones and Pitts? Oh yeah, for Aaron Jones. Absolutely. If I'm getting Aaron Jones and Pitts, absolutely. Claypool, Javonte Williams, or Latavius Murray. I want to say I actually have Javonte Williams. Let me double check. Oh, no, I have Latavius Murray the highest. Latavius Murray. Julio Jones, James Conner, JT, or Devontae Smith. JT. DJ Moore, Patterson, and Mike Williams. Need a running back. Oh, DJ Moore. For Cordell Patterson and Mike Evans. I feel like you could just get a better running back, personally. But if that's the only thing you can get, then go for it. Higbee, Goddard, Jonnu, or Knox. Out of all of them, I have Higbee the highest. Oh, pick 2. Higbee and Goddard. Mike Williams or Corey Davis? Mike Williams or Corey Davis? Mike Williams. CD or Juju? CD. Would you do D-Hop and Chase for Diggs? I'd keep D-Hop and Diggs or Chase personally. Hawkinson or Pitts? Hawkinson. Knox or Goddard? Goddard. Higbee, Goddard, Jonnu Smith, or Knox? No, I got that one. I would go Higbee and Goddard. Damian Williams or Nick Chubb, since Chubb has a beginning. I'm still going with Nick Chubb. Full point PPR, AJ Brown, Corey Davis, Myers. I'm going with Corey Davis, baby. AJ Brown and Jamar Chase, AJ Brown. If they make me coach, I'm gonna make Gibson the greatest player of all time. Give him all the touches, red zone touches. You know that J.D. McKissick has more red zone carries than Antonio Gibson this year? How crazy is that? Najee for James Robinson. Najee for James Robinson. Evans. Yes, I would rather have the James Robinson side, personally. Gibson or Damian Williams. Gibson for me. Woods or Emmanuel Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders. I know you said it's time for Patterson to fall off, but yes. Super valuable this week. Yes, absolutely. With Calvin Ridley being out this week, fire up Cordell Patterson this week. Absolutely. Allen Robinson or Jamison Crowder. I would still go with Allen Robinson. Is AJ Brown going to figure it out? Should I trade? I think he's going to get better as the season progresses. I would hold. Steelers defense versus Denver or Panthers versus Philly. I'm going with Steelers defense. Daniel Jones or Darnold? Daniel Jones. Amari Cooper, Odell. Oh, Amari Cooper for Odell? I'd rather have Amari Cooper personally. Allen Robinson or Kenny Galladay? Allen Robinson. CD or Juju? CD. Woods or Marvin Jones? Marvin Jones. Pick up James Conner or Zach Moss? Zach Moss. Amari Cooper or Odell? For Odell, Amari Cooper for me. Tannehill or Lance? Lance. Pick 3. Kamara, Moss, Harris. So I would sit Moss out of all of them. What defense this week? I mean, it depends on who's available. Like these are some of my top defense. New England, Pitt. I like Dallas this week. Baltimore, Arizona, Minnesota. The Raiders. Jamal Williams or Jacoby Myers at flex, full point PPR. Jacoby Myers for me. I know, bro. I told you last week. I did the math. J.D. McKissick has 5 red zone carries with. Yeah, hey, that is pretty stupid, huh? That makes no sense. I agree with you, MP. I agree with you. Kareem or P. Ryan? Kareem. Debo or Corey Davis, and why? Debo. I mean, do you see what Debo's doing right now? You start him every single week. Don't think about it. You play him. Opinion on Nick Chubb? So, I mean, I like Nick Chubb. I still think that he's like I think he's more of a back-end RB1. But I still like him. Like, he's still seeing plenty of carries. Like, the thing with Nick Chubb is his receptions. And I think he's kind of a guy that breaks. So, you want guys who see receiving work, but he's a guy that breaks it because he's just incredibly efficient. Hawkinson or Schultz? Hawkinson. CD or Juju? CD. Joe Mixon, Kyle Pitts for Kelsey? I'd rather have Joe Mixon side. Raiders. The Raiders. Tyler Lockett or Devontae Smith? Tyler Lockett. CeeDee Lamb and Eckler for Dak, Barkley, Woods. I need a quarterback. My best is ranked 14th. I don't know if it's worth it. If you need a quarterback, I really don't think that's that bad of a trade, to be honest with you. I might do it if you're absolutely desperate. Yo, trade Saquon away for Jamar Chase, worth it? I'd rather have Saquon. Let's get 50 likes. It's at 35 right now. Yeah, let's get some likes up in here. If you haven't smashed that like button, do me a big favor. Hit that like button for me. Really appreciate it. Let's get it up to 40. Can we at least get it to 40 right now? I'm going to be going in 8 minutes. Let's see if we can get up to 40. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. It's not as busy. You'll get your questions answered there. All you got to do is click my YouTube channel or click my profile. And then it'll take you to my description. In my description, you can see my link trees there. Click the link tree. It'll take you over to my YouTube channel. Come on over. It's not as busy. All right, let's get to it. Lockett, Renfro, Sutton for Tyreek. My other wide receivers are CD, Lockett, and Corey Davis. What do you think? Yeah, I think that's honestly not bad. I would do that. CD or Juju? CD. Pittman or Myers? Pittman. Did I win this trade? I traded A-Rob, Antonio Gibson, Cordell Patterson, and AB for Mixon. And yes, absolutely, you won that trade. Start 2, Diggs, Woods, Sanders, Anderson. Diggs and Sanders. Lions say they're going to go with the hot hand. Are you still? Yeah, I'm going with DeAndre Swift every single week. I don't believe that. Mike Williams or Ridley? Ridley's out, so Mike Williams. I have Godwin, McLaurin, but they share by. No, I wouldn't worry about. Just bite the bullet week 9. Absolutely, Alex. That's what I would do. Okay, what about Cordell Patterson, AB for Hollywood? No, I would keep Cordell Patterson and Antonio Brown personally. Thielen, Henderson for Ridley in a keeper league. In a keeper league? No, I'd rather have Henderson side. I guess if it's a keeper, like if this is kind of like a one keeper league, like I'd rather have Henderson. Herbert or Rodgers this week? For me, I have Herbert. Alex Collins, Damian Williams, or Hollywood? Hollywood for me. Do I start Heineke or Justin Fields? I have Justin Fields higher. I traded Cooper for CeeDee Lamb. I think I got a steal. What do you think? Yes, I like it. Schultz or Tunyon? Schultz. Jacoby, Mike Williams, A.J. Brown, pick 2, Mike Williams. And if A.J. Brown's playing, fire him up. Cup or Fournette? Or Chubb or Fournette? Chubb. Chubb and Cordell Patterson for Aaron Jones and Melvin. I think that's okay. Let's see. P. Ryan or Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams. Jacoby, Mike Williams, A.J. Brown. Mike Williams and A.J. Brown as long as A.J. Brown plays. Higgins or Chase, just in general for this year. I think it's really close. I'd probably go with T. Higgins, but it's really close between him and Jamar Chase. Jacoby, Mike Williams, A.J. Brown. I already got this one. I've got this one like 5 times now. Please do not spam chat. I'm answering your questions. Fournette or Clyde? Fournette. Jacoby Myers. I already got that one. I keep reading it again. Josh Jacobs or Robert Woods? Josh Jacobs. Is it time to start panicking with Gaskin? Yeah, a little bit. I wouldn't say panic. It's just like an unfortunate situation. I think it will be better once Tua comes back. Ridley for Emmanuel Sanders and CH. Yeah, I mean, I would do that. Pitts or Fan out tight end? Pitts. With Ridley out, Robbie Anderson, Sammy Watkins, or take a chance on D. Jax. I would go with. Ooh, that is rough. That's rough. I'd probably go with Sammy Watkins personally. Chenault, Mike Davis, or Sutton. I guess let me check my rankings personally. That is tough. Yeah, I have Sammy Watkins the highest, so I would go with Sammy Watkins. Pick up Zach Moss or Gainwell? Zach Moss. Who won this trade? I got Henderson and Keenan Allen for Gibson. Oh, love it. If you got that side, absolutely you won. Henderson or Cordell Patterson. If you got the Henderson side, Henderson or Cordell Patterson. Henderson for me. I have 2 questions. I have Cordell Patterson for Aaron Jones. Did I win? If you got Aaron Jones, absolutely. And I'm giving TJ Hawkinson, Keenan Allen for Darren Waller, Chris Carson. Personally, I would keep Hawkinson and Keenan Allen. That's what I would do. Pittman or Higgins if he's healthy. Higgins if he's healthy. P. Ryan or Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams. Hollywood Brown or CD this week. CD. Should I trade Jamar for A.J. Brown? Oh, that's really close. I probably would, yes. Schultz or Knox? Schultz I have higher. P. Ryan or Javonte Williams? Javonte Williams. And if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Smash that like button. We're 2 likes away from 40. Let's get to 40. I got 3 more minutes here. 3 more minutes. And if you haven't clicked subscribe to the channel. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. All you got to do is click my profile on TikTok or click on my profile. My profile will take you to my page. You can see in the description, there's a link tree. Click the link tree. You'll see my YouTube channel. Come on over. It's not as busy. Get your questions answered. YouTube, 2 more likes to 40. Let's get it. 2 more likes to 40. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. There we go. We got 40, baby. We got 40. Appreciate all you guys. I will be live tonight, so make sure you hit that follow button over on TikTok. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. I'll be live tonight. Hurts or Herbert? Hurts. Should I start Collins tonight or risk waiting for Mixon? I would. Ooh, okay. So you got Chuba Hubbard. Okay, then I would take the risk with Mixon. I would go with Chuba Hubbard. Oh no, I wouldn't. That's false. No, because then you have CMC who could possibly play this week. I would take the risk with Alex Collins, yes. Start Pollard or Josh Jacobs? Josh Jacobs. Full play PPR. Gaskin, Gainwell, Javonte Williams, P. Ryan, or Carter. Out of all of them, give me Michael Carter, baby. Michael Carter this week. Chubb or Henderson? I have Chubb higher. You starting Jefferson over Evans? Yes. Pick one. Waddle or Jacoby Myers? Jacoby Myers. Should I trade Chubb, LaVisca? Hey, please do not spam chat. Please do not spam chat. On YouTube, do not spam chat, please. Should I trade Chubb, LaVisca, Tom Brady, and Latavius Murray for A.J. Brown, Stafford, and Zeke? If I'm getting the Zeke side, absolutely. Should I trade? No, I already got that. Waddle or Jacoby Myers? I already said that one. Would you trade Clyde and Odell for Mixon? I'd rather keep Clyde and Odell. Jonathan Taylor and Stephon Diggs for Nick Chubb and Terry McLaurin. I'd rather have Jonathan Taylor's side, personally. What about Keenan Allen, Tom Brady, and Gesicki for Waller and Aaron Rodgers? Yeah, I would do that trade. Who's a running back I should pick up? Alex Collins, Damian Williams, Khalil Herbert, Kenny Gainwell. Those are guys that I would try to pick up if they're available. Allen Robinson or Claypool? Allen Robinson still. CH or Chase? Is that Chase? Jamar Chase or Chase Edmonds? Chase Edmonds. Chase. I would go with the Chase. Traded Higbee and Jamar for Gaskin and Ridley. W. If you didn't need Higbee and you have a better option, I think that's a W. Yeah. If Carson is out, Alex Collins a must start. I wouldn't say a must start, but he's a viable option. Julio Jones or Devontae Smith? Devontae Smith. Send Gibson and Claypool. Receive Thielen and CEH. Thielen, CEH for me. CEH or Chase at flex. Chase. Tua comes back next week. Should I try to get Gesicki on? No, I would keep Gesicki. The reason why he did not have a good week 1 is just because he didn't play any snaps. He played under 40% of the snaps, which will not happen going forward. So keep Gesicki. Kareem or Collins? Kareem. Since he didn't do anything with, no, I think he'll be fine with Tua. Last year with Tua, he was tight end 4 on the season with Tua. Once Tua became the starter, he was tight end 4 last year. So no, keep him. Since week 2, he's tight end 4 right now. I would keep him. Would you trade Corey Davis and Brandon Ayuk for T. Higgins and Shenault? Absolutely. Kittle or Gesicki this week? Kittle. Unless Gesicki doesn't practice all week, then give me Gesicki. All right, so I'm going to hop off up to 48. Actually, 2 more likes on YouTube. Come on. We're nearly at 50. 2 more likes to get to 50. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm going to go here once I get to 50 likes just because I got to go. I'll be live later tonight. I'm going to answer some more questions here until we get to 50. So if you haven't already, smash that like button. Let's get to it. Julio Jones or Higgins? Higgins. Kareem or Collins? Kareem. What time will you be live tonight, Eastern Standard Time? I'll be live at 7:15 tonight, Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time, 7:15 tonight. Aaron Rodgers or Daniel Jones? Aaron Rodgers. Keenan Allen or Sterling Shepard? Keenan Allen. Defense I should pick up this week? I mean, it depends on who's available. Like some of my top defenses this week are like Dallas's defense if they're still available. Minnesota, Arizona. I mean, like I would obviously want New England. The Raiders, those are all top 10 defenses for me this week. Kittle or Knox? Kittle. With Debo being as productive with Trey Lance, I think he'll be fine with Trey Lance. Defense, Elijah Mitchell or A-Rob, Allen Robinson. Start Allen Robinson, Woods, Shepard, or Collins. Out of all of them, give me Alex Collins. Just traded Crowder for Gallup and Javonte Williams. Absolutely. If you got Gallup and Javonte Williams, love it. All right. So I got to get going. I'll be live later tonight. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're over on TikTok, make sure you hit that follow button. Get notified when I go live. I'll be live later tonight answering all your questions. Appreciate everybody hanging out. It's been real. And I'll talk to you guys later tonight. I'll see ya. Have a great day.